guys, I'm so excited to show you this foundation that I just found. Actually, I've had it for a couple months, but I've used it the way that it says to use it, and it just wasn't my favorite. And then the other day I used it, just by sheer accident, I used it in a totally different way because I needed to leave the house in like 1 minute, and it ended up lasting all day long, and it was the most amazing foundation I literally think I've ever tried in my life. I'm a double wear user. In some of my other tutorials, I have a long comb one that I've used, and then also a grocery store one that is L'Oreal, and I do like those. This is my new favorite. It's my new fave. Under a minute to apply the way that I do it. It's amazing. I'm gonna show it to you, and then I've got a demo coming up that I just did this. It's the CoverGirl Simply Ageless. So on one side it's a cream to powder. So you've got your powder or your compact. So you've got your poof, and then you have your cream, and this is a cream concealer, foundation, and really rich moisturizer, kind of all in one. I put a moisturizer on underneath it because I'm a freak. But and let's see, what's the SPF? SPF 28, you guys. And this is in 210 Classic Ivory. I like to go way lighter on my colors, and then I warm it up with a little bit of bronzer. But you can see right here where I didn't put any bronzer, that matches my neck. So I didn't go super light. It's just, I just love this color. I'm obsessed with it, and I think I'll be using this for a long time. Anyway, stay tuned if you want to watch what I did. Gotta take my gum out. All right, it is time to put on some foundation. Get ready to have your socks blown off, ladies. So you just take it in here, and I just swirl it, and it's really glidey and creamy. And I've used this multiple times, and I was like, meh, it's okay. It wasn't until this last time I used it, it was the way that I applied it. I don't know that I'm ever. So what you want to do is just super sloppy apply it. I mean, it looks good, doesn't it? So you can use less than me. So I dipped into it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. This is my 4th one. And then that's it. So what I do is I get it as spread around as evenly as I can. But definitely not perfect. You'll see in a minute. Basically that's it. So that looks good, right? Should I leave it like this? So now what I use, this is a lot. I'm not gonna leave it like this, and it's not gonna keep looking like this. Get the biggest sponge you can. You guys, I bought a beauty blender. I'm not super in love with it. I like the big ones because I'm lazy, I guess. It's less work because you just have to do it a little bit. So now what I'm gonna do is blend it in, and your sponge is gonna pick up some of this color. It's gonna keep it from looking so mask-like. So I kind of just do the main areas. And then once I get into here, then I'll start to rub. So basically, if you want it to come off and you want it to be thinner, then rub like that. But then you always pat over it, and that's just to smooth out the texture. So right now this looks really shiny. It is for a minute, but it does dry down. And then up here I do rub it into the hairline, obviously. The before and after of this is just embarrassing. Just the coverage is so good. And then around my eyebrows I rub it. So that is that. Now, obviously I look like a dead person and I look like a ghost. So let me show you really quick how I fix that. First thing I'm gonna do is grab a bronzer. This is a Melaleuca bronzer, which I actually like. It's kind of dark. but just use a teeny bit. I try to not go all the way on the apple of my cheek. I mean, I kind of am. This is kind of my way of contouring. I don't contour, I just don't do it. I think it looks dumb, but that's just me. But by using a little bronzer, I do it right here and then right here, to slim my fat face, my post 3 baby fat face. So dead girl went bye-bye. My next step is to take a good eye makeup remover, which I'm using the Lancome by Facile, just because I have a little sample of it. And this is literally one of the most important things that I do on my face for me, honestly. I can't stand cakey, powdery, fake brows. Look at the difference of that. Like this one looks like natural hair, it's shiny, which hair is shiny, and then that one looks like, I don't know, I just don't like it. So all I do with my brows is, this is the Lancome Brow Expert. I think they just discontinued this, which is really pissing a lot of people off. They replaced it with something, but nobody likes it. So for my man brows, I like to tame them, but I don't Instagram brow them because that makes me want to barf. On me, you know, everybody can do what they want. Then to continue to not look like a dead person, I'm going to use Hot Sienna Estee Lauder, just right here. So I like to use the bronzer on the cheeks and then come in the apple of the cheek with blush. That way it's not like too super muddy. And then how I kind of tame that down a little bit is my last step on my face. I do just a little highlighting. And that tames the blush down a little bit. Foundation off my lips, so I can cover them with a nude lipstick. This is L'Oreal 600 Nude. Someone's nude. I can never say her name. So this is the foundation. The one thing I like about it is a really heavy coverage, but just go try it and trust me. It might look like heavy on camera, but in person, because it's so silky and glidey, it looks like perfect skin. I mean, you can tell you have foundation on, but the beauty of it is normally I put a thinner layer of foundation on and then I spot conceal, but that does take extra time. The other day when I did this, not while I'm doing a tutorial on it, it seriously took me less than 1 minute to slap on my foundation, and then I put a little bronzer on and I ran the kids to school. And I remember looking in the mirror in the car and I was like, whoa, it was such good coverage, but it was so like fluid and silky that it didn't look cakey. It just looked really nice. And I couldn't see, like I have a spot right here, I have hyperpigmentation here, and I have a spot here and a spot there. And actually you can almost kind of see that one right there, but the rest of them you can't see. So normally those, I have to do the extra step of covering those extra. By doing this and then patting it around, thinning it out a little bit, and just making it really melt into your skin, it's just less work. No concealer under my eyes. And I'm sorry, I don't think you want concealer under your eyes. It's too drying. This is so rich and creamy and amazing. So anyway, I love it. It's my new favorite. I think I'm gonna do it every day because it's the fastest and I really like it. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.